Hey, welcome back, guys. It is the middle of October. The fall transition for fishing has been significantly delayed this year because of some late hot weather we've had here in the Mid-South. The first 2 weeks of deer season, bow season, it was still 90 degrees outside. And so I didn't go hunting for the first couple weeks. I went twice, 2 afternoons, and it was miserable. Anyways, more to the point, it is a windy, overcast, kind of gloomy. It's been kind of misting rain this morning, and I don't too much like to deer hunt when it's this windy, but I came out here on the deck just to see if the fish were biting, and I had my fall transition bait on, which is this white spinnerbait with a Kitech. And what I do is I use my pond as an indicator if they're ready. So if I can catch fish in my pond on a white spinnerbait, which is almost never, then that's a sign for me that says the fall transition is ready in the surrounding lakes around my house. And so if you've fished any of the clearer lakes in the area, you'll know that a spinnerbait kind of sucks most of the time. However, on days like today, where it's overcast and the wind's blowing 15 mile an hour with like 20 to 25 mile an hour gusts, which I'm down in a hole down here so I don't get the brunt of it, this is the time to throw a spinnerbait. So I'm fixing to hop on my little floating dock boat and troll around here and see what we can't catch. I will say this, it is late in the morning. The only bait I'm bringing with me is that white spinnerbait. I brought a spare and some Kitech spares, but I think it's after 10 o'clock in the morning, I know, so I'm getting a really late start. But I just caught 3 off the bank right here, and so to me that's the most I've caught out of here in a few weeks because they just have not been biting. So now they're biting, and I haven't bass fished this pond very much this year, so I'm kind of curious of what's going on with the bass population. Let's see. All right, so I've been throwing this bait a lot this year, but I fished a lot of river systems, and I love this bait in a river system. But in ponds and lakes, at least around here, this bait does not do very well, except in specific times of the year, like the fall when the fish are really fattening up for winter. And if you get a really windy day where there's a lot of this chop on the water, this is when this bait performs its best. So I'm gonna start back up here in this cove and then work my way around because this is the windiest part of the lake. Got a little grass on it that time. There he is, got him. Hey, that's not a bad fish right there. That's a healthy chunker. I like for them all to be that way. You'd think their bass would be under those grass mats right there and just waiting to come out and tag something coming by. But unless it's just too late in the morning, because this is usually an early morning kind of pond. There it is, got him. Ooh, that's a better fish. That's a better fish. Look at that. Look at that guy. Not a lot better, but better. No, he's not that much better than that last one. He's about the same. He's just pulling like a mean man. That's still a pound and a half. Good quality. Yep, it's starting to mist a little rain. It's not enough to do anything, but that's just the kind of gloomy day it is, which is perfect for spinnerbaits in clear water. See, there he goes right there. Oh man, he got over a log. This one's not as big, but he's still nice. That is a beautiful fish, beautiful colors. Perfect. These old gloomy days are great for this stuff, guys. I did not feel like sitting in a tree deer hunting, but for fishing, especially right here at the house, this is spectacular. There he is, got him right off the tip of that grass. Woo, not a bad fish. Ooh, look at him. And that water is getting clear. There's some good quality fish today. Most of them are about 1.5 pounds. Healthy fish. So you'll notice I've got all this new grass growth in my pond. This is not normal. I've never had this grass in the pond. This just showed up here at the end of July and really blew up in August and in September. And it's literally taken over this whole cove. I can't even get back in the back to fish back there, where normally I would catch fish way under where that grass is. And now you can't even fish it because the grass is so thick. But I'm not going to treat it right now. It's October. In a couple of months, this will all die off anyways. And when it comes back in the spring, I'll treat it as new growth. As soon as it comes up, I'll treat it and it'll kill it. And most likely I can maintain it that way. If I try to treat it now, it's still going to come back. Oh, I got that fish right there. It's still going to come back in the spring. So it's not really going to do me much good to treat it now. If I treat it in the spring, I can knock it out probably for the whole summer. That's a pretty fish. So that'll be the next pond project in the spring, is trying to kill off all that grass. I like some of it in there for the fishing, but when it's literally taken over this cove and a lot of the cove over there, and so it's only going to get worse. So you'll get to see that next summer. Oh, there he was. That fish took it right off the top. Look at that. Wow. Oh, and he spit it right there. That was a good fish. All right, let's try this again before the wind just completely screws us up here. I think there's some fish in this cove right here, but I can't. Oh, there. Yep. The wind is blowing me in here so fast, I can't fish it before the wind puts me over top of the fish. Another nice one. I'm throwing back kind of quick. Oh man, that walnut tree is slamming walnuts down in here. Oh, there he is. Ooh, not a bad fish. I should be eating these guys. A little over 1 pound. There it was. Look at that. I saw that fish come and strike it. Awesome. Pretty fish. Well, caught him in the bottom. Figured I could sling him off. I could not. Oh, and there went my skirt. Rubber band had had enough with that fish. That's why I brought a spare. I had a spare on standby just for just such an occasion. There he is. Got him. It's not a very big guy. That's the size that was biting me on that tree over there. Little fella. These are the ones I need gone out of here for sure. See if we can't get another one. I'm catching them burning this thing pretty fast on a lot of these throws. Like they want it right at the top. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. This was just a test run to see if the fall transition has come. For those of you that don't know what that is, basically that's the time of year where the fish start fattening up for winter and they really start feeding heavy, and it's really easy to catch a whole lot of fish. And it's usually already hit by now here in the Mid-South, but it is significantly delayed this year due to some late season warm weather. So this tactic will work in other lakes around here. I know it will, but you need a day like today where it's just pretty much exclusively overcast. The wind has been blowing. I'm gonna go try to lake around the corner. If it works, I'll show it to you. You can check back with me in a couple days. But I'm out of here. You guys have a good one.